Hi Eric, pre-algebra 7 or chapter 7.5 discounts when you're taking off and markup when you're adding. So here's where you subtract, here's where you add. I'm just doing it, this is the way I do it, I just make a table. It's either make a circle, obey the circle in proportions, or make a table, obey the table. So here we go. I'm doing your number 1 here on page 289. Skills, oh, right here, so you got your original price, which here they're calling it your retail price. And I don't like how they use this retail price. I don't know. To me, they should call this the original price or wholesale price. Anyways, in this case, they're calling it the retail price. It's the original price. It's $9, and then if you subtract your discount, you get what your sale price. So here you're going to subtract your discount. So anyways, off plus on is going to add up to 100%. So if it's 10% off, that means it's 90% on. I could do 10% in my head. I didn't bother showing any work after this. What's 10% of 9? It's 90 cents. And you just subtract those to get your $8, or you do 90% of $9 is $8.10. There's your two. So again, here's original price or retail price was $28.80. That's your 100%. So you're subtracting off your discount, which is 25% off, which is a fourth. So anyways, all you have to do is divide by 4, divide by 4. I actually set it up to show it off over original. So I don't know over 2580 equals 25 over 100, which is a fourth, and then I just crisscrossed and divided. Here's my work dividing. So if it's $6.45 off, you just subtract those, and you get $19.35 is your sale price you're on. Number 3, it was your retail price was $3,450. So there's my 100. I'm going to be subtracting out my discount, which was a 20% savings. Well, 10% would be $345, so 20% would be double. I can do that in my head. It's $690, and then just subtract that. I can do that in my head. That's $2,760. Anyways, if it's 20% off, it's 80% on. Or you can just multiply that by 0.8. Number 4. So if it's your original price or your retail price is $590, there's my 100%. If the sales price is, wait a second. Oh, I got messed up here. Okay. Oh yeah. Here's my $590, and they gave me the discount rate was 12.5%, which I know is 0.125, which I know is 1/8. So when I went to set this up, I didn't know this stuff. So I just went discount over original price and went my X over 590 equals this over that. That reduces to 1/8, crisscross. 8x equals this, divided by 8. So I get 73 6/8, which is 3/4, which is $73.75. And then I just subtracted to get it. There's my sale price. So what were they asking for? Find the discount. So it was discounted $73.75, and the sales price was $516.25. Two more here. So again, I'm just abbreviating here. So here's your original, which is your retail price, was $50. And your discount was $12 off, so you're subtracting. So the sale price, you can just do the math here, just subtract, it's $38. How do you get from here to here? It's just times 2, and you get your percents. So find the discount and the sale, find the discount rate, 24%. And number 6, it's $80 is your retail price, which is your original price, and $60 was your sales price. So I must have subtracted 20 bucks, and I could do this in my head. It's just divide by 4, that's 25% off. Or here I showed the work, but again, it's divided by 4, it's 25% off. So there's those subjects. Okay, then here on page 290, these 4 questions, it's a cost $25 and you mark it up. So here the cost is like your original price. Then you're gonna find your retail price. So if it's 25 bucks, original, that's 100. This time you're adding on now your markup. You're adding on your markup. So, and the retail price was 30. Well, 25 plus what is 30? Well, you must have added on $5. And how do I get from, that's times 4, or divide by 5. Remember, thinking proportionally, it's always multiplying or dividing horizontally or vertically. Using proportions here. And then you can also do the add and subtracting, which is where you can add and subtract. Number 2, so the original, this is a really, I think, dumb one, a silly one. The cost or the original price was $100, which is 100%. You are gonna mark it up 35%. Well, this is just $35, so your retail price is gonna be $135, which is 135% of that. That was a super easy one. Number 3, the cost is $20. The retail price is $30, so you marked it up $10. Well, that's just times 5, that's 50%. Or divide by 2, that's 50%. And so, anyways, it ends up being 150% of the original. And then the last one here, your cost was $15. Your retail price was $17.70, so you marked it up $2.70. Now this is tougher to see. You're gonna have to, I had to set up and do my thing, so I called it markup over cost. I did the 270 over 15 equals I don't know over 100. Crisscross, 15x equals 270 divided by 15. And here's my work over here, my decimal point. Oh no, no decimal point. Sorry, no decimal point. You get 18%. So it was, your markup rate was 18%. So anyways, hopefully that, you can do it the way the book shows. But to me, make a table, obey the table, or make a circle, obey the circle. Love you, buddy.